subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. If you haven't seen my last video, please give a watch. Lockdown is not same for everyone. It's been a few days since the nationwide lockdown started, and most of us have already downloaded apps that let us talk and play with our friends, challenge people on Instagram videos, and crypt a fair share of time on how the lockdown is so difficult. During the same time, a migrant worker made a plan to walk over 150 kilometers, carrying his young child on his shoulder, with little to no savings, no food, no transportation. So, who has the lockdown really be difficult for? As we sit in the comfort of our house, we need to understand that in a country like India, social distancing is a privilege. When families of 5 people or more live in one room house, social distancing is distant reality. As we complain about miscommunication while working from home, we fail to realize that having a job that can be undertaken from home is a privilege, because a large section of India's informal workforce is left with no job, and their employers have not provided them with adequate compensation. Worse still, many of these workers are not registered and thus may not be able to access the funds allocated by the government for their relief. Nations across the globe are grappling with the disturbing reality of having far too many patients and not enough healthcare workers or equipment. But for India, another harsh reality is a segment of population that still fears hunger and unemployment, far more than pandemic virus that has globally already claimed the lives of over 34,000 people. Why? Because for them, there are no savings for the long term, only the imminent threat of survival. They don't have investments for a rainy days, because their earnings are on a day-to-day basis. They don't have permanent homes in the city, because their job is not permanent. And they most definitely can't tweet about the lack of clarity in the PM speech that led to people crowding the local grocery store. There is either a lack of communication or a lack of trust in government, because despite the various measures introduced, the migrant workers are still sleeping under the open sky, but not out of choice. I hope that you and I remain aware and hold the government responsible for where their measures were simply not enough. I hope that none of us partake in misguided blame games, but rather spread information on how to do our bit for the society and what we can do to help those in need, no matter how little the amount or how big the effort. Give your house help paid leaves. If you can provide masks and sanitizer to your security guards, if you are receiving food or groceries order, tip the rider making your delivery generously. If you see sanitation workers doing their rounds early in the morning, ask them if they need anything. Sometimes, as simple as a glass of water, contribute wherever and howsoever you can.